Hello, and welcome to Retire on My Budget. Today, we're going to compare the top 10 cities in Portugal. If you want to retire in Portugal, this comparison video will be very helpful for you. First of all, we have to log into the retirement budget website, and here we would go to the compare page. I'm going to add New York, and then I'm going to add other cities as a comparison. Let's compare the average monthly net salary. Comparatively, most of the cities in Portugal have similar salaries, anything from 1050 to 1300. But if we compare the apartment rent, we can see that they're much cheaper in Madeira and Algarve. These cities are much more affordable in terms of apartment rents. Let's see the 3-bedroom apartment considering all this. Let's check out the grocery prices. Now, this is something I want you all to just think about. We're paying a $1.18 in New York for milk and paying 60 cents for the same milk. Same for the bread. The cost is way cheaper. Let's move on to the next section for restaurants. If you have to dine out, it's going to cost $20 in New York. McDonald's is slightly cheaper in Portugal, which is good. Water is slightly less expensive. Cappuccino is way cheaper. Let's compare utility prices. We're definitely paying less in New York for utilities. Mobile, internet. We'll go to transportation. The public transport is less expensive. Personal car, however, is expensive. Sports and leisure. It is less expensive in Portugal. You're going to have better sports facilities in Portugal. Childcare is also less expensive in Portugal. It is good. Now, if you signed up for the Plan 1 of Retire on My Budget, you'd be able to do comparison up until this point. But if you have the Plan 2, it will allow you to compare not only the prices, but the healthcare, pollution, traffic, and crime. Then you will be able to do what I'm going to do next. Because the thing is, you cannot make the decision based on the prices alone. Because we want to make sure that we have a better quality of life. Let's compare the healthcare. As you can see, healthcare index is good in Madeira and Algarve. Skills of the staff are higher in Madeira. The speed in completing examinations is high. So these two are doing very well in comparison to New York. Accuracy of completing is good. Friendliness is great. Responsiveness is good. Satisfaction with cost is great. Convenience of the location is good. Let's compare pollution. Pollution index is way high in New York. Air quality is good. If you are planning to move to Algarve, then you might want a water filter. So we have a really good quality of parks here. Clean and tidy. Water quality is good. CO2 emission index. It's really good in New York. Let's compare crime. Crime index is very low, which is good, still better than New York. Problems of property crime such as vandalism and theft, violent crime and robbery. Safety index. It's very safe during night. So overall, I think so far, I really like Madeira and Legos. I'll keep these 3 and add 5 more cities for comparison. Alright, comparing prices. The salaries is slightly lower as compared to the first 5 we compared. Apartment rents are also low in some of these, in Porto and Ericeira. The prices are almost equal to the net monthly salary, which is scary. Let's compare the groceries and everything. These are way cheaper than New York. Restaurants are less expensive except for Ericeira. For some reason, the salary is low. But the expenses are higher in Ericeira. Expensive, but every salary is low. So of course that is a problem right there. That indicates low quality of life. Let's compare utilities. Utilities are not that expensive. Clothes are more expensive. Public transportation is less expensive. But gasoline is expensive. And so are the cars. Fitness is less expensive. So that's a good thing. Tennis courts are less expensive. Schooling costs are very affordable. International primary schools are less expensive. Let's just compare healthcare. New York is doing good. Madeira is doing better than New York, which is good. And the competency of the staff is great. Speed is good. There could be little improvement here. Equipment and everything is decent. Accuracy is good. Friendliness and capacity is nice. Constant satisfaction for healthcare is good. We'll now compare pollution. Pollution index is good. Drinking water is less polluted, which is good. Very nice pollution management. Despite your satisfaction of time in the city. The parks in the city, air quality is high. Drinking water quality and accessibility is high. Garbage disposal. High. Clean at night. Tiny. Water quality. Let's just compare traffic. Traffic is lower in the cities as compared to New York. Not many people work from home. Let's compare crime rates. It is less in Portugal as compared to New York. There's been an increase. Less chances of home being broken, car stolen, and attacks. Walking alone is safe during the day and night. Now that we have the comparison, my top 3 for this comparison would be São João da Madeira followed by Tomar followed by Lagos. So that would be my top 3. Let me know in the comments which one you liked more. If you liked the video, then hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Feel free to try retireonmybudget.com and compare for yourself. It's going to be fun. You can find links to our social media platforms in the description box. In case of any questions, feel free to let us know or reach out before you relocate or maybe just travel. It's good to check these stats because even if you don't need the prices, you need the healthcare, pollution, traffic, and crime stats while traveling. So that would be helpful.